Hello, good morning. My name is Megan, also known as MeggieLou, and I'm a third year illustration student. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing you along as I complete assignments and projects, and you'll see little bits of that along the way, and also for my own personal projects, which you will want to stick around for, trust me. This one I cannot wait to share. So in terms of future blogs and future topics, my uni work will be about the LGBTQIA+ community within animated media, such as animations, cartoons, TV shows, maybe a few films, things like that. So in terms of this week, I'm going to be visiting the art gallery, making a crocheted BTS Tiny Town whale, completing uni assignments. There might be something else, not fully sure, but either way, I will be bringing you along for the ride, so hopefully you enjoy it. And here's the life drawing class that we took this week. Ronnie was such a good boy. Oh, he's so beautiful and he's such a gentle dog. I remember looking at his eyes and they match the tan parts of his coat, which is stunning to see. Oh, he was such a good boy and I had a lot of fun drawing him, even though he was always moving around and such. Apart from when he got worn out and it was the one time I could make decent sketches. This is the exact moment where you can see me start getting distracted. I was watching Honest video compilations and I think my attention span just completely went. I found it quite interesting to vlog a few of these clips of me crocheting and stuff. With the fact that it's sped up, it reminds me a lot of The Sims, which I find quite amusing. When you accidentally set it on fast forward and they're going all over the place. It kind of reminds me of that while I was editing this. I haven't really done much crochet before. I think this is maybe the fourth thing I've ever crocheted. I'll link the pattern that I was following with the YouTube tutorial for if anybody wants to make their own whale. I made a few slight adjustments to the pattern with changing the colours and adding an extra row here and there, as well as a few minor details which you'll see towards the end of the video, but I'll link it in the description for if anybody wants to follow it along and make a similar whale for themselves. It is important to stay hydrated. I think with future vlogs and such, I'll most likely take more frequent, smaller clips so it's a smoother process and such like that. On to day 2 of making the BTS Tiny Town whale. I usually like to start the day with a coffee, although we had run out of caramel syrup, and there's the exact moment you can see my face realise this. It kind of tasted like watered down Weetabix, if anybody knows what I mean with that, and I just did not expect it at the time. You can slowly see the transition throughout day 2, from when it starts really bright at the start of the day and just how the sun changes and it just gets dark all of a sudden. The joys of winter. It felt quite weird having to sew the felt in to make the eyes. I didn't have any black safety pins for the eyes or anything like that, so I used some black thread. It turned out quite well, but I just found it a little bit unusual for having to sew eyes in. And now to the evening, where I began to stuff it. It took a lot more stuffing than I originally anticipated. However, it was a lot of fun. It kind of looks like a mouth that I'm stuffing, if you look at it from the side, which I found quite amusing. I tried to give it as much stuffing as possible because I didn't want it to be too squishy or something like that. I wanted it to have a bit of thickness to it. I'll definitely make more crochet things in the future. I've found it quite enjoyable and I've really enjoyed seeing how quick you can make something with crochet. I think that's the most satisfying part, knowing that it can be done within a matter of days, depending on the project you choose. So I'll most likely make some more things in the future. Comment below if there's anything particular that you want me to make, whether it's BTS related or just anything in general, and I'll most likely give it a try. That was one of the biggest bags of stuffing that I have seen in quite some time, and it didn't even use a quarter of it. So I might make a few more of these. This was one of the few alterations I was referring to, with the red along the mouth. This wasn't in the original. These are a few of the photos I took of the exhibits and such like that. I should really go more often to the art gallery, considering I'm an art student. And now onto the final parts of this week's vlog. I wanted to review Taproot, which is a comic I bought from a store called The Portal, which completely specialises in LGBTQIA books and series and such. One thing that really sells a book to me is always the artwork and the colours and such. I love the fact that this is entirely in full colour and the art style is absolutely beautiful. I wish I had an art style as pretty as this. The story is about a ghost in a gardener, and I absolutely love it. I also love the fact that they have these pages at the back. But I would definitely recommend Taproot if you've not read it before. Speaking of comics, this was a small project that I did for my uni assignments. The bottom row is a character I created called Casey, who is trans. I was wanting to try recreate the turnaround positions with the new character, but it didn't go too well because Casey's jaw didn't quite fit the new character. I usually like to do turnarounds, especially if it's for an animation with consistency and things like that. I'll make sure to keep you updated on any future projects I do with these. It's quite satisfying seeing a turnaround come together. And this was the comic which featured Casey as well as a few other people from the LGBTQIA community. Thank you very much for watching this week's vlog, and be sure to check out next week's. I'm hoping to upload on Saturdays every week, so subscribe and click the bell and stay tuned for that. I hope you've enjoyed this week, and yeah, stay hydrated and treat yourself. You deserve it. See you next time.